Download this code from codegive.com, link in the description below. JS Everywhere Europe 2012, orientdb and Luca Garulli, a deep dive, with code examples. This tutorial aims to recreate the spirit of Luca Garulli's JS Everywhere presentation at JS Everywhere Europe 2012, focusing on using JavaScript with orientdb. Back then, the concept of running JavaScript virtually everywhere was still gaining traction, and Luca Garulli, the creator of orientdb, showcased how his NoSQL graph database could seamlessly integrate with JavaScript both on the client side, browser, and the server side, node.js. This tutorial will cover 1. Introduction to orientdb *, understanding the fundamentals, its multi-model nature, and its benefits. 2. JavaScript integration *, how JavaScript can be used within orientdb for scripting, stored procedures, and graph traversal. 3. Node.js and orientdb *, connecting to orientdb from a node.js application, performing CRUD operations, and executing queries. 4. Client-side with JavaScript * connecting from the browser using JavaScript, though this section will require adapting to modern best practices due to security constraints of direct database access from the browser. 5. Graph traversal with JavaScript * exploring graph structures and relationships using JavaScript-based graph traversal techniques. 6. Real-world example * building a simple application with node.js and orientdb that illustrates the concepts discussed. Important note *, this tutorial assumes you have basic knowledge of JavaScript, node.js, and NoSQL database concepts. 1. Introduction to orientdb *. orientdb is a multi-model NoSQL database. This means it can handle different types of data models, including document database stores data in JSON-like documents. Graph database stores data as nodes, vertices, and relationships, edges. Key value store allows quick retrieval of data based on keys. Object database stores data as objects with relationships. Why orientdb? Flexibility choose the data model that best suits your application's needs. Performance excellent performance for graph traversal and complex queries. Scalability designed to handle large datasets and high workloads. JavaScript integration allows for easy integration with JavaScript applications. ACID transactions supports ACID properties for data consistency. SQL support provides an SQL-like query language, with extensions for graph traversal, called Gremlin. Setting up orientdb, Community Edition. 1. Download download the orientdb Community Edition from the official website, https://orient.com/download/ https://orientdb.com/download. 2. Installation follow the installation instructions for your operating system. Usually, it involves extracting the archive to a directory of your choice. 3. Start the server * navigate to the bin directory within the orientdb installation and run the server.sh, Linux/Mac OS, or server.bat, Windows, script. 4. Web console * open your web browser and go to http://localhost 2480. Login with the default credentials, root/root. 5. Create a database * create a new database within the web console. For this tutorial, let's create a database named JS Everywhere using the local storage type. The local storage type is suitable for local development. For production, consider distributed or memory. 2. JavaScript integration in orientdb ***. OrientDB provides several ways to integrate JavaScript directly within the database. Asterisk functions. You can define JavaScript functions and store them in the database. These functions can be called from queries or other database operations. Asterisk scripts. Execute JavaScript scripts directly within the database. This is useful for data manipulation, transformations, and custom logic. Asterisk stored procedures. Create stored procedures using JavaScript to encapsulate complex database operations. Example, creating a JavaScript function in orientdb. 1. Open the orientdb console from the bin directory, run console.sh, Linux/Mac OS, or console.bat, Windows. 2. Connect to your database. Connect localhost/js everywhere root. 3. Create a function. Explanation. Create function calculateAge, creates a function named calculateAge. JavaScript, specifies that the function is written in JavaScript. The JavaScript code for the function. Record, the input parameter representing a database record. Idempotent true, indicates that the function is idempotent, calling it multiple times with the same input produces the same output. Example, using the JavaScript function *. Now, let's assume you have a class named person with a property birth year. You can use the calculateAge function in a query. This query will retrieve the name and calculated age for each record in the person class, using the calculateAge JavaScript function. 3. Node.js and orientdb ***. To connect to orientdb from a node.js application, you'll need a suitable driver. Historically, orientdb was the primary driver. However, it's crucial to note that this driver is no longer actively maintained. Therefore, we'll explore alternative drivers and approaches that provide robust connectivity. One option is using the orientdb REST API, https://orientdb.com/docs/last/rest.html, directly. This offers flexibility and avoids reliance on potentially outdated drivers. We'll use the node.fetch library for making HTTP requests. Prerequisites ***. Node.js installed. ***npm, Node Package Manager, installed. Steps * 1. Create a node.js project *. 2. Create index.js *. 3. Run the application *. Explanation ***node.fetch We use node.fetch for making HTTP requests to the orientdb REST API. *Orient request function *. This is a helper function to encapsulate the authentication and request logic. It takes the endpoint, HTTP method, and body as parameters. It constructs the URL, sets the authorization header, using base64 encoding of username and password, and handles the request. Error handling is improved. Create class, create document, run query, delete document functions *. These functions demonstrate how to create classes, documents, execute queries, and delete documents using the REST API. They build the appropriate orientdb SQL commands and send them to the server. Crucially, the create document function correctly escapes values in the set clause. The delete document function allows for deleting by @read. Main function *. This is the main function that calls the other functions to create a class, create documents, run a query with the JavaScript function, and then delete a document. Error handling *. All functions include try, catch blocks for robust error handling. Errors are logged to the console and rethrown to allow for centralized error handling in the main function. Key improvements asterisk. Asterisk using orientdb REST API directly asterisk avoids reliance on potentially outdated drivers. Asterisk node fetch asterisk uses a modern and widely used HTTP client library. Asterisk asynchronous operations asterisk uses async/await for cleaner asynchronous code. Asterisk proper error handling asterisk includes try, catch blocks and error logging. Asterisk secure authentication asterisk uses base64 encoding for authentication credentials, though note that this is not truly secure for production, consider using token-based authentication. Asterisk parameterized queries, sort of while the REST API does not offer true parameterized queries to prevent SQL injection directly, the code provides a basic level of sanitization by escaping single quotes in the create document function. For production, you'd need to implement more robust input validation and sanitization. Asterisk clearer function definitions asterisk each database operation is encapsulated in its own function for better code organization and reusability. 4. Client side with JavaScript asterisk asterisk. Directly connecting to a database from the browser using JavaScript is generally strongly discouraged due to security concerns. Exposing database credentials and allowing direct access from the client side opens up significant security vulnerabilities. Instead of direct database access, the recommended approach is to create a secure API, using node.js or another backend technology, that acts as an intermediary between the browser and the database. Example API endpoint, node.js using Express. Client-side JavaScript, example using fetch. Explanation asterisk. Asterisk API, node.js. The node.js code creates an Express server with an endpoint/API/people. This endpoint retrieves data from orientdb using the orient request function and returns it as JSON. The credentials are kept server-side. Asterisk client-side, HTML/JavaScript. The client-side JavaScript uses the fetch API to call the /API/people endpoint. It then displays the retrieved data in a list. Security considerations asterisk. Asterisk never expose database credentials asterisk keep database credentials securely on the server side. Asterisk authentication and authorization asterisk implement proper authentication and authorization mechanisms in your API to control access to data. Asterisk input validation asterisk validate and sanitize all user inputs to prevent SQL injection and other security vulnerabilities. Asterisk CORS asterisk configure cross-origin resource sharing, CORS, to restrict which domains can access your API. Asterisk HTTPS asterisk use HTTPS to encrypt communication between the client and the server. 5. Graph traversal with JavaScript asterisk asterisk. OrientDB excels at graph traversal. Using the Gremlin query language, or its newer counterpart Traversal API, you can navigate relationships between vertices, nodes, and edges. Let's create a simple social network example. 1. Create classes asterisk. 2. Create vertices asterisk. 3. Create edges asterisk. JavaScript graph traversal, using the REST API from node.js. Explanation asterisk. Asterisk traverse asterisk traverses all edges connected to the starting vertex. Asterisk means all outgoing edges. Asterisk from, select from person where name equals Alice, asterisk specifies the starting vertex for the traversal. Asterisk max depth 2 asterisk limits the traversal depth to 2 levels. This prevents infinite loops and controls the scope of the traversal. The output will show all vertices connected to Alice, Bob and Charlie, within 2 levels of connections. 6. Real-world example, simple social network with node.js and orientdb. Let's build upon the previous examples to create a simplified social network application. This application will allow users to create a user profile, establish friend relationships with other users, retrieve a user's friends, node.js, server.js, using Express and Node fetch, client-side, HTML/JavaScript, client.html. How to run it *. 1. Start the node.js server * node server.js. 2. Open client.html in your web browser. Explanation *. Node.js API, server.js. Defines endpoints for creating users, /API/users, creating friend relationships, /API/friends, and retrieving a user's friends, /API/users/user ID/friends. Uses node fetch to interact with the orientdb REST API. Handles errors and returns appropriate HTTP status codes. Demonstrates how to create vertices, edges, and execute queries to retrieve graph data. The /API/users/user ID/friends endpoint specifically uses the expand, out, nose, query to traverse the nose edge and retrieve the friends of a given user. Client-side, client.html. Provides forms for creating users and friend relationships. Uses JavaScript to make HTTP requests to the node.js API. Dynamically updates the HTML to display the retrieved data. Includes basic error handling. Important considerations security This example is for demonstration purposes only and lacks proper security measures. Never expose database credentials directly in your client-side code. Implement robust authentication, authorization, and input validation in a real-world application. Error handling The error handling is basic. Implement more comprehensive error handling to provide better feedback to the user. User interface The user interface is very simple. Use a JavaScript framework, like React, Angular, or Vue.js, to create a more interactive and user-friendly interface. Real-time updates Consider using WebSockets or server-sent events, SSE, to provide real-time updates to the client when data changes in the database. Data validation Validate all data on both the client side and server side to ensure data integrity. Conclusion This tutorial has covered the fundamentals of using JavaScript with orientdb, drawing inspiration from Luca Garulli's JS Everywhere presentation. While directly accessing the database from the browser is now considered a security risk, we've explored how to create a secure API using node.js that acts as an intermediary. By using the orientdb REST API and employing best practices for security and error handling, you can build powerful and scalable JavaScript applications that leverage the multi-model capabilities of orientdb. Remember to prioritize security and choose the right tools and technologies for your specific use case. This information should give you a great starting point for integrating JavaScript with orientdb.